and welcome to the biggest show in the world. I am the Dream, and I'm on with my boy, the Mad Hatter, and how you doing?
What is going on, player? How you feeling today?
Oh, man, top of the world. Everything is good. We got NCAA tournament is here.
Oh, definitely, man. Hey, congratulations on you crushing the books yesterday. Wow, son. That's all I got to say about that, kid. Me, you, and the doctor did some work yesterday, player.
Absolute phenomenal day. Probably the second best day gambling in my gambling career yesterday in that little time period. I just was on fire. Everything that was put out won, and I hope the nation got down and cashed, as that's what this is all about, us collectively getting together and doing our thing. But every now and then, you know, MJ throws on his shirt and asks for the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, good stuff yesterday, kid. So explain how you started off and go through your little wagers there, and then I'll go through my stuff. What'd you end up starting with yesterday?
You know what? We started off with I had a few things that went out. You know, obviously we did the parlay. I had the money line parlay, which we had Kentucky involved in. We had Kentucky, we had the Rangers, we had Wisconsin, and then the nightcap was the Phoenix Suns. I was really big on the Phoenix Suns as I knew the Knicks were, tired. So I mentioned that on the show in the game. We also were really big on the Rangers. I really loved the Rangers a lot. And then what I did was I just started breaking it up piece by piece and put it in. I mean, I had liked SMU the night before when I saw them against Temple. I was really impressed with the way they handled Temple. I thought they could really come in and be motivated to beat UConn, especially with them losing. So I kind of went deep on SMU. And then prior to the SMU game, I'm looking at Kentucky, and I'm saying to myself, Kentucky covered. I've taken them 3 days in a row or 2 days in a row, and they covered both games for me. I even gave 23, and they covered. I'm like, this is the final, so why wouldn't they really want to go all out for this game too? You know what I'm saying? To win their tournament.
Yep.
So I finally just said, you know what? I'm just gonna take another shot with them. So I ended up hitting Kentucky for a nickel. I gave the 13 points. I brought it down a half a point, so I gave the 13. Hit Kentucky for a nickel. Then by the time Kentucky was rolling, was over, we were rolling into Wisconsin, who I didn't take straight, but they were in the parlay. Wisconsin ends up going to overtime, and then they crushed. In the meantime, I got SMU going, and SMU got a little bit shaky in the last 5 minutes. Other than that, SMU was a laugher for the most part right out of the gate. And I liked SMU. I did get a little bit of a push. My man, the kid, was on it, and you guys know I mess with him. That's my boy. He's a dope capper. He was on it. He also had given me some steam the night before with Villanova. The Queen of Odds was also on SMU too. So hearing a couple other people rumbling about the same side I was rumbling on, that's what I'm saying. That's the love of the nation. You know what I'm saying?
All day long, kid.
Talking to some of the other people in the nation and knowing that they're on it, sometimes that gives me that extra leap of faith. Oh, Papa Smurf, can't forget him neither. He was all over it too. So, hearing the collective, unit of the nation going on it, your boy went out there and just jumped on the SMU ski. It worked out well as the money kept flowing in. I love the Rangers. So I put the money on the Rangers. I left them as by themselves. I had them in the parlay as well, and I was already up quite a few. So it wasn't, it was like, I put up a lot of money, to win, half the amount, but I was up a lot, so it didn't really matter for me. I mean, of course, a loss matters, but it's called gambling, so I take a chance. That ends up crushing. And then, I'm looking at the Suns, and I had loved the Suns from the morning, and with all that winning, it's like, dude, go ahead. Just give it, go for it. Just go for it. Dude, I wanted to put a Gino on the Suns, but I did it. And then I'm saying to myself, come on, dude, really? A Gino on the Suns? That don't even sound right. You know what I mean? So I had to fall back from that, and I couldn't give. The Suns were given 11.5, and I was like, I couldn't give the whole 11.5. I'm like, the most I'm going to give on this game is 10. So I dropped it down to 10 points, and in trying to put it up with G, I was going to have to put up 1,400, and I'm like, no. You know what you're going to do? You're going to get them for a nickel. Yeah. So just go put up the 7, get the nickel, and get out of Dodge. And that's what I did. It all worked. The Suns actually started out shaky, but I held the line, man. They held it down, and they pulled it out. Like in the third quarter, I noticed right at the half, they closed to within 1. Then right out of the half, they went up 3. Then by the end of the third quarter, they were up like 8. And I'm like, go ahead, bring it on home for Daddy. Bring it on home. Sure they brought it home, man. It was just beautiful. A great night,
That's beautiful, man. I started out my day, kid. I had the Moneyline Parlay. I did do the Rangers. I did. My boy wasn't having it in Orlando, even without Kevin Love. Got on the Phoenix Suns train with you. Did not bet Kentucky, however. I managed to get live lines both sides, kid. I ended up getting the under 149.5. And then what I did was, as the game slowed down a little bit, I said, let me take a shot with the over 134, kid. I middled it right in the middle, kid. Pow. I was like, kid, I was loving that. And then, man, just ended up just finishing out the day with the Phoenix Suns at the end, kid. So it was, like you said, a little bit of a stomach ache, but by the end of the game, it was the good old Knicks that love putting money in our pockets when we bet against them, kid. That's what it's all about, man. And I'm seeing, dude, the nation cashed. Dude, everybody on here, SBTVNation, was sending me all kinds of love yesterday, kid. All day long. I'm sure you got twice as much love as I did.
I caught mad love. And the thing was yesterday, I was betting. I went to the I went out. I hit the mall. I actually hit the outlets yesterday to do a little bit of shopping. To get some gear. And I gotta tell you, man. I love hearing about there's a recession because I swear to God, everybody in the mall must be playing Moneyline Parlay.
Yeah, right.
It was jam-packed.
Dude, it is packed. It's always packed on the weekends.
It was packed. Cats was spending money left and right. And I gotta tell you one more thing. Girls are dope.
Yes. Oh, in the mall. Oh my God. I know. Crazy.
I was about to walk into the divorce store.
Hey,
did I realize I could afford none of the prices in the divorce store?
You're out your mind, player.
They said you might want to roll back out and just keep walking around looking, player.
Oh my God. Yeah, it goes from legging season to short season. We're starting to get into that a little bit. So, very excited about that.
The leggings, every girl on the planet got a pair of leggings and boots. I mean, what is it, at birth? They just, they ship you out. Do you get, like with your income tax return, do you get a pair of leggings and boots sent to your crib?
Oh, tell me about it. Big time, man. But, hey, you know what? There's going to be a lot going on in Las Vegas. Kid, we're going out there this week, and I want to ask you guys something. Are you ready? Are you ready to party with the biggest show in the world, man? Because we are looking forward to partying with all your asses out there, and I hope you guys have all been bringing that. You're going to bring some cash down with you, man, that you've been winning on all these tickets, all these Moneyline parlays, everything that we've been doing. We've been crushing it, man. So, you know what? I know a lot of you guys have.
I have to reach in my pocket for a drink.
Gonna be an issue.
Cats better be jumping in front of me like the Secret Service in front of the president.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
I ain't talking about how the Secret Service is jumping in front of Obama, because I know that will be dusty. I'm talking about how that dude did for Reagan.
Yeah. Big ups to Jeff Ryan out there. I got Andy Mack. I got Jay Cast. I got JC. I got James. I got Jason Riley. Phillies Picks. Scott Weaver. Dan Ho. Sports Money. Yodo. Woodbine Fan. Bluntmaster. Buddy the Dog. Winning Picks. Real Picks. Emser. Western A. Snoopy Betts, Mo, Josh Hood, Terry Kohler, James Harrelson, Paul Michael, just to name a few.
Hey, Obama probably got, on the special bodyguard detail where they got to jump in the bullet. They got to take the bullet for him. I bet he got a couple brothers in that group. Typically, it's probably the older white guys doing that. But I bet Obama got a couple brothers on his squad.
Sure, he's got some big beefy cats.
I'm not saying I don't trust you cats.
I'm sure he does, brother.
Guys, please, the dream is not racist. I'm the furthest from it, but we could have some fun with the racists, because y'all know that's funny right there.
Oh man, you're crazy.
I know when Obama was looking at the slip, he was like, "All right, let me see who my detail is first. I want to talk to all my guys individually."
Oh man, son, the hockey, right? I did a little bit of homework in the month of March. So minus 200 or more favorites, we are 25-4.
Right.
25 wins and 4 losses. And the 4 losses I looked at, Calgary's actually been an underdog twice. And they beat Boston and they beat Detroit. Colorado was a pesky underdog when they played Minnesota, and Columbus was a pesky underdog when they played Detroit. So those are the only 4, and then 25 winners, bro.
Nice.
So that's 86%, kid. So I'm just, I thought I found one more loss in there. That's why it's 4 instead of 3. I've been plugging that there was 3, but there's it's 25-4. So hey, you've been taking some heavy favorites in hockey. You've been cashing all day long. So you know what? Enough of that. Listen. Sometimes you got to do it to make money. And I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna jump on that train.
Hey, listen. Guys. I ain't even doing it. I ain't even talking about it no more. I'm just dope.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, we got lots to talk about, guys. All right, number one.
Listen, all of my success, I'm telling you guys, is us all together, working together. I get tons of information from everybody out there, and I just regurgitate a lot of it. I pull the trigger on some certain stuff because that's me and that's how I get down. But I'm telling you, I get mad. You guys, all of us, to me, are all providing help for each other.
Right.
I'll come on here and talk it up and brag and do my thing because you know how I am. But I got to tell you, man, you guys have also improved. I'm a good gambler too, but I've gotten a lot of help from you guys, even you, dog. We come on, you point out stuff that I pick up. It's just a collective unit, all of us working together, and that's what this is all about, It's all about everybody working together and getting the information out there and just showing everybody different tools to utilize to get wins. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you guys are not watching this, if you're not paying attention to this, the success is not just, right now, we've been on fire for like 2 months right now. That's not no fly-by-night success. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
If it's fly-by-night, you go on a run. Yeah, a dude goes on a run for a week or a couple of games, 2 weeks, or whatever. You don't go on no 2-month run.
And we're going to close it all out with Kentucky, baby.
You know what I mean? You don't go on no 2-month run. And by the way, I told you guys Kentucky was the best team in the country and was going to win the whole thing like the 3rd week of the NCAA season started.
I think it was week 2, actually.
I think it was week 2. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, guys, it's been a collective effort, and I hope you guys are watching and getting a hold of it. I know some of you may not still be on board completely. Please get on board, and hey, nobody's pushing you to make any bet wagers that you don't believe in, because I can lose just like anybody else. But get involved with it. This thing it's working. It's a positive atmosphere. It's a time for everybody to get down and make money, and that's what we're all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are coming to Las Vegas, guys. We are leaving. The Dream and I are leaving on Thursday morning, and we are going to touch ground there, and we are going to be there Thursday. We are doing our show at 12 o'clock noon on Friday and Saturday. It's 12 o'clock Vegas time. So it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be at the Rouge Lounge in Las Vegas in the MGM Grand Casino. All right, so we want to make sure that everybody gets there early. Okay, we're going to be doing the show live. We're going to have a DJ with us. We're going to be rocking and rolling, and we're going to be watching games. I'm going to have my phone running wild with all the live lines, kid. We're going to be rocking and rolling and making some money, kid. I can't wait. I'm sure, dude, I've already got some people already sending me pictures that are already there waiting for us, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's going to be really, really exciting. And, guys, listen, please get in touch with me, okay? If you don't have a spot yet, please do that, because what's happening is a lot of people are waiting until the last minute, and I'm starting to get some DMs here. It's getting busier and busier here. So make sure that you guys get on board, and we get you in the door, and we rock and roll for days.
Yado, I love that track, and I tried to get her to play it.
What's that?
Dado's got the words of that Generation X track that I love that. Remember that, Pete? It's the WWE.
Oh, that's Crush the Bookie stuff.
Okay, but I love the D-Generation X track. Remember I told you to play that track?
Oh, yeah. He's Triple H. Yeah, that one's a different one. Yeah, I get it.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. Definitely.
I love that. I absolutely love. Listen, when I work out to some stuff, kind of like that, and of course all of our hip hop that we have too. But I love that track right there that you got.
Oh yeah, definitely. Big ups to Swick Cat Sides that's out there. Sergio Rodriguez, Rick Lopez, Tip Talker, and Face Kicker out there as well. Good morning to you on this Monday, guys. It's like Thursday should be like a national holiday, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know all you cats, all you crazy gamblers out there, all the junkies out there, gonna be checking out at around noon on Thursday. Even my attorney, bro. You know what I'm saying? After 12 o'clock Thursday, you can't reach him till like Monday. It's great. He just shuts the doors. He's like, listen, I'm not calling you back, bro. So what do you need now? It's crazy. So
big ups to my man Oscar Swing Cat Sides, Sergio Rodriguez as well, Rick Lopez, as we mentioned before, Tip Talkers out there, Weston A is out there as well, my man Yado, Jeff Ryan, Root, Andy Max doing his thing, AZ Wildcat 83 is out there, also JC P Sports, my man James Jason Riley, Philly Picks, Scott Weaver, Dan Ho, just to name a few. Good morning to Woodbine Fan.
Yes.
Also Bloodmaster, Buddy the Dog, Winning Picks, Real Picks, Emerson, Money, Sports Money, Yado. What's happening, y'all? Let's get busy.
All right, why don't we go through real quick because we got a lot to talk about. Corona Pick's going to be calling in about 17 minutes. So why don't we just talk real quick what we got going on as far as the matchups for Thursday for the brackets.
Okay. All
right. Now, guys, listen. I just want to say something. This is very, very, very important. Okay. Whatever sports book you're on, okay, if you're playing on, offshore or whatever, okay, they all have contests. Okay. Some of them are free. Some of them you got to pay a few bucks to join or whatever, but they're cash and whatever. Okay. It behooves you to get involved in as many bracket contests as you can, okay? Because you never know. You never know. You might, maybe make, $500 of free plays. Maybe you make a Geno. Maybe you make 10 grand, 100 grand. Who the hell knows? You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to hear some success stories on people. So definitely let me know what you guys are on. Let me know, all the free contests that are out there. I'll exchange them with you and whatnot. I'm going to try to get involved in like 20 of them, Dream.
No doubt. I know you do. You always do.
Yeah, definitely. So big ups to everybody that can do that right now and send that over to me, and I'll send you my stuff as well. So that's the deal with playing with multiple books, dude. I can get involved in so many of them, bro.
Yep, I know.
What you got for the matchups that are going down?
I love five Dizzles. You probably can't win theirs. If you win theirs, they shut your account down.
Guys, he's just being facetious about that. So,
because y'all have never been to Costa Rica, you don't really realize that, like, if you win 5 G's in Costa Rica is like 20 grand American.
Yeah, no, it's what is it? It's it's like it's like 200,000 colones or something. Like that.
That's why you don't really get it. Like how I get it. Y'all ain't getting paid. No, let me stop. Ain't none of us getting paid.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait till I show up in Costa Rica with the whole nation with me talking about, yo, run us the money or it's going to be a problem.
No, they cashed me out with UConn, so you know what?
Listen, guys, you know I'm teasing. I'm playing around now. Yeah. I do joke. Come on, we do jokes. You know how I get.
Yeah,
I'm just playing around. Yeah. But a lot of people are cashing. I'm getting my loot out of there today, just in case. Because I seen a lot of 5 Dizzle work on here.
A lot of work. Absolutely.
A lot of work. Against Manchester.
Gotta be careful of that game.
Yeah, no, I know.
What's it gonna be? 40-point spread on that one,
dude. I don't even know what the hell the spread. That's probably not even gonna be on the board.
It's not on the board yet.
Do you blame them? You got Kentucky up against Manchester. We're going to just start off, in each side and just go down. You got Cincinnati against Purdue, which interesting matchup there. West Virginia should beat the brakes off of Buffalo. Maryland will kill Valparaiso. Butler, Texas is a very interesting matchup as I see Texas getting smoke shown right out of the gate.
All right, one thing before you go any further. Listen, guys, don't bet based on your brackets. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now because I know a lot of you guys want to get some 12 seeds upsetting a 5 seed and, a 13 upsetting a 4 and all that. Don't be putting your wagers in based on that. Brackets and gambling are totally different entities, okay? I'm just going to tell you that because I've seen so many people lose money that way. Don't do it, all right? So keep going, Dre.
Notre Dame is going up against Northeastern, Wichita State against Indiana, and Kansas against New Mexico. I got Kansas going. I got Wichita State beating Indiana. I got Notre Dame winning. I got Butler coming. I got Notre Dame beating Butler. I've got Kansas coming out, and you're probably going to see a Kansas-Notre Dame matchup, which I hate to say this, but I think Notre Dame can beat Kansas.
Son, let's do a little homework before we start spitting winners.
Oh, no doubt. I don't know. How do you want to do it, bro?
Just go through the matchups.
Okay, my
That's
bad.
it, in case anybody missed them.
Wisconsin against Coastal. I don't know why, because everything else I give off the top of my head usually cash. so I figured you just wanted, a fresh look at the right type of bracket.
Why don't you get on Warren Buffett's stuff, Playboy?
I wanted you to get a fresh look at the winning bracket. Warren Buffett won't let me get on his. I do his bracket for him. I already won him all that money football season. Remember the Warren Buffett Bill Gates plays?
Yup. Oh yeah. Green Biscuit over Tampa Bay money line.
Wisconsin over Coastal. Wisconsin's playing Coastal Carolina. You know that's a wrap. Oregon over Oklahoma State. Arkansas Wofford. North Carolina Harvard. Xavier BYU. Baylor Georgia State. With VCU Ohio State. VCU gets knocked out first round.
I think so too.
Arizona, Texas Southern.
Yeah.
See, that's a bad bracket there. That bracket right there, that's a competitive bracket that it's going to be some beating up doing.
Yeah. Yes. So we'll see where it ends up, man. So we got that going on, guys. So take a look at your brackets, do your stuff, get involved in as many contests as you can, and hopefully you guys can send me some winning bracket pictures of some major winnings there. So we got that going on.
You want the South?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, over in the South, North Dakota State is going to get beat by Gonzaga. Iowa's going to beat Davidson. UAB, okay, I don't know there. Iowa State, UAB. UCLA, SMU. Georgetown will beat Eastern Washington. Utah will beat Austin. San Diego State, St. John's. Johnny's will win. Duke will win. And then we move back up to the east. We got Virginia playing Belmont. Virginia should get through that. Michigan State should beat Georgia. Oklahoma should beat Albany. Providence should beat whoever they play. Well, it's probably going to be Dayton. Louisville should beat UC Irvine. Northern Iowa, Wyoming, interesting matchup. North Carolina State should beat LSU, and Villanova should definitely beat Lafayette. I honestly think the easiest side of this, I think the South is pretty easy, and I think Kentucky's is pretty easy. I will be the North.
All right, cool. My man Jason Riley just informed me that theticket.radio.com has a free bracket entry with a $10,000 grand prize. I know there's a lot of them, and last year on the YouTube videos, what I did was I actually put links to all the free ones. I don't know how we'll get that out to you guys this year, but we'll just exchange notes and try to get in as many as we can. You're actually going to probably have to take like a half a day just to do it. So, hey, you've been listening to the show, and we've been comparing notes here. We all should do pretty good on our bracket contests. So, barring that there's no that Wofford doesn't make the Final Four or, something crazy like that.
I don't do good on the bracket because I'm a favorite guy. So I don't do good on the brackets anyway. But I'll do good, betting individual games because I don't, I just don't. I'm a favorite guy. So the first round, when you get a bunch of, dogs that beat the favorites, my bracket's usually dusted by then anyway.
Got you. And Yep, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of games on Tuesday.
Well, you got you got all those excuse me.
All the NIT
you got those
stuff.
The writing games, the first 4.
Yeah, and then this must be NIT as well, going on Tuesday.
Yeah, you probably got that too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll find some value in those, and we'll go from there. But looking at this as well. So, guys, what we're going to do is Dream and I are going to be on a plane at 9:00 on Thursday morning. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out a time slot where we could do our Wednesday show and basically, go through, number one, all our futures. Number two, our number two is our Thursday picks. And because we don't want to leave you in the dark on Thursday. So, Dream, you and I got to figure out a time slot on Wednesday when we're going to do this.
Right.
So, and you're not working, so you and I will talk about it after the show.
Yeah. Well, let's get that.
Okay. All right. So
we're done after the show.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is let's jump right into the NBAs, dude, because we got a plethora of games here. And you know what? Corona's big on the NBA. Let's do the ice first.
Go to the ice.
All right, let's go to the ice. Let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 matchups. We have no line yet on Washington Buffalo, but I'm seeing the Kings playing the Coyotes. The Kings are minus 319 juice, bro.
I saw that last night. I like the under in the game.
You do?
Well, whenever this Coyote team is in, I mean, this goalie's been very, very, very solid, and he doesn't give up a lot of goals.
That's
Kings
right.
Don't blow you out by scoring either. So I'm definitely leaning on the under if you can get it up to, I think it's probably at 5. You have it?
5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it's 5. Well, I'm just getting so dope with this.
Yeah, no problem.
If you can get it up to 6, which I know you can, you're probably golden.
Yeah, taking a look at this, I mean, the Kings have, they've been coming back lately. I mean, they're scoring, they're scoring under 3 goals a game. The Coyotes, like you said, they got that dope goalie in there now, so I think we got to really look at that. The under is going under 5 of the last 6 Arizona games, bro. And 6 out of the last 7 LA games. So, what if we brought that up to 6? You think we'd be in good shape?
That's what I just said.
I know. No, I thought you said 5.5. My bad.
No, I said buy it up to 6.
Buy it up to definitely. 6. All right. Yeah, I was doing the pulling that up when you said that. So,
okay.
Yeah, let's get it up to 6. Maybe even take the Kings. You don't think taking the Kings is smart?
The Kings have been up and down. I mean, this is definitely a game that they could win. I'm just more solid on the under. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
If I'm going to put my money out there, I like the underplay a little bit more than I like the Kings. And then, our guys, with all the juice that the Kings are giving, nobody's going to want to get involved with that.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it's minus 300. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, nobody. Listen, I heard cats yelling at me yesterday for taking the Rangers minus 220, telling me how stupid that was. I'm like, oh, God, man, I just can't get over that.
All right, I don't know why. I mean, it's 86%, but whatever.
Because they don't see. All they see is that you could lose all they worry about is that you could lose $600. They don't see that you won $300 and it's a high percentage win. All they see is that you could lose $600.
Got it. Okay. All right. Other matchups of note, we got Montreal going into Tampa Biscuit. Tampa Bay is minus 130, under over 5. Washington Capitals playing at Buffalo. There's no line yet. I would assume that Washington's going to be giving some juice there. Anybody that plays Buffalo is giving juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Toronto playing at Edmonton, and we already talked about the LA Kings and the Arizona Coyotes. So
you don't have the Canadian Lightning game?
I do not.
Canadians are playing Tampa Bay 7:30.
Oh yeah. I said that. Tampa Biscuits giving minus 130. Juice.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yep. All right. So
I don't like any of those games. The only game I like is I like the under in the the Coyote Kings game. Here's the deal with the other games. The Edmonton Oilers are due a win because all teams do win. The Maple Leafs are dusty. The Canadians, I can't figure them out, even though the Lightning score a lot of points and are pretty good at home. You probably could lean Lightning, but the Canadians have been very unpredictable, very up and down. I don't know what to do there, so that's why I would stay away from that. And the Sabres are also due a win, and they're at home. I don't like the road teams. So that being said, my lean today would be the Kings under. If you can get it under 6, I think it'll work under 5 as well. But I would take it up to 6 just to be on the safe side. But I'm pretty sure it'll work under 5.
If we get it up to, if you buy a goal on the total, what does that bring you down to? Like minus 300?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's that much. Hold on. Let me look at it. I can tell you. Let me look it up.
Yeah, very interesting. Because, I mean, you could do a parlay and leave that open, you know? Or
all
you could,
day.
Yeah, or you can mix it with some NBA because I see a lot of NBA here, brother. And just real quick, my boy Matty Fresh informed me that my boy may not be playing tonight for Cleveland. He's got a little knee situation that came up, so we got to.
Yeah, they talked about that. You're right. I can't pull it up yet, guys. It's not on board. Go figure.
Yeah.
But you'll have to look at it yourselves because I don't. Wait a minute. Is it here? No, I can't do it yet. So
okay.
It's not up yet for me.
All right. So we got. We're gonna jump right into the NBAs and go from there. So. Let me just pull up the NBAs here so we can get rocking and rolling, brother. All right, so we got Toronto coming into the Pacers tonight. Now the Pacers are coming off that brutal loss against the Celtics. Pacers are given 5 to 5.5, 196.5 to 197. I may go on a light play with the Pacers. I'm kind of a little. After a loss, I kind of want to see how they do, especially with Toronto. Toronto's a halfway decent team. I think these teams are very similar as far as strength is concerned. So if it was, a more booty team like, the Brooklyn Nets or, the T-Wolves or something like that, I'd probably take a bigger shot with Indiana. But, I think Toronto may be able to sneak this game, so I might just go light on it.
Son, speaking of the T-Wolves, did you see the smack that the Spurs laid on the T-Wolves yesterday?
Son, you think they were a little mad that my boy beat him or what?
Oh, my God.
Yo, let me get my caller in right now. That was amazing, bro. I mean, hey, that's what Pop does after a loss at home. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Do I got my boy Corona Picks on the line?
What's going on, gentlemen? How's Monday morning treating you?
Monday morning is fantastic.
Monday morning is beautiful.
That's awesome. I phoned in a little early. I started hearing NBA talk, and I just got excited.
Oh, cool deal, man. Guys, this is my man Corona Picks from Green Picks. What is going on, my man? You ready to break down some NBAs with us?
Oh, am I ever ready? I'm super ready. Man, you guys are going to Vegas in a couple of days. Like, my jealousy is practically coming through the phone.
Oh, I know, man. It's going to be an absolute ball, kid. I can't wait to get out there. I mean, you know what? The only thing that's the flight down is awful. It takes forever to get there. But once we get there, we're going to be very, very happy. And, it's going to be nice.
This flight's not that bad. It's not like our last one was because we're going straight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to pump myself full of sleeping pills, son.
Hey, man, you're going to Vegas. You got me crying in my beer here. I'd fly for 17 hours if I had to.
Yo, I wouldn't fly 17 hours nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
All day.
Oh, man.
All day. All right.
Unless it was to some island with girls just with leggings there.
They ain't going to be wearing leggings on an island play. They're going to be wearing thongs, you know what I mean?
That's my island. Don't mess with my fantasy.
All right. So Corona Picks. So we're breaking down this Indiana-Toronto game. You're from Canada. You're probably got your eyeballs on Toronto here. What do you think about this matchup?
Well, I mean, I could go either way on this one. Raps have been playing like crap lately. We've all seen that. I mean, they're 2-8 their last 10. Pacers, on the other hand, have been playing really good. But I mean, Raps have to rebound here at some point. I mean, they got to start making their playoff push pretty quick because although they're in a good spot right now, I mean, if they start, if they keep playing this way, they're going to find themselves out of the playoffs pretty quick. So I like them at least keeping this one close. I like the +5. I don't love it, but if I was making a play, which I probably will, I'm going Raps +5 here. I don't have a lot of faith in the Pacers.
Yeah, that Pacer team is tough, though, man. I mean, outside of the loss against Boston, they've been really tearing it up, so you got to be careful with this one. Yep,
I agree. They're a different team all of a sudden, but I don't know. I just got a bad taste in my mouth for them.
You know, the thing with the Raps is, and it's been talked about on this program before, the Raps kind of overachieved at the beginning of the season. And then I think their season turned around when they went into Portland. I know that Teddy Covers, when we were interviewing him out in Vegas, had mentioned that. And that was a very good point and a good spot that he brought up that I, for some reason, keep remembering. But I for some reason, I seem to like this Raptor team, and I always kind of have them in my vision. And the way I see them is, you know, they're better than most of the pack on the East, especially in their side. They're really good, but they're just not one of the elite teams. So what you got with them is, you know, when one of the elite teams or one of the better teams comes in, you know, sometimes they show up and most of the times they don't, but they seem to handle their business against the mediocre teams. So, you know, as the Pacers almost seem like they're built with the same, you know, pedigree as the Raptors are in a sense, they seem to be doing kind of the same thing. This game, you know, what's your over and under number in this game, Hatter?
Just flipped off it. Give me a second. I was taking a look at a future. Let's see. The under here is
I got 197.
196.5 to 197.5.
You know, I kind of like the under in this play tonight, to be honest with you.
Under's gone under in 8 of the last 10 Indiana games, bro.
Yeah, I like the under in this play tonight. I don't know why. It's just something that I seem to like. Just because it seems like these two teams are like the same team and they'll, you know, play each other, you know, really tight and really close. But, you know, I think at the end of the day, Corona, I think the Raptors are going to be, you know, in the playoffs. And I think they're going to make a little noise this year. I just think that they overachieved at the beginning of the season.
Well, yeah, and to add to that, we see this with teams, especially like the Raps. We especially saw it with the Bulls last year. These teams that are kind of these mediocre teams, they come out all year and they play essentially playoff intensity basketball. So everyone thinks, oh my goodness, like these guys are good. And then we saw it last year with the Raps. I mean, they came up against the Nets, who were a mediocre team at best. But when the Nets brought their playoff intensity game against the Raps' playoff intensity game, I mean, they just didn't match up, right? So, you know, we see that, and this is the time of year now where we start to see these teams that have sort of, you know, played in playoff intensity ball all year and maybe are a little bit worn down, and just, you know, when they get that matchup against another team, they just don't, you know, they just can't do it. And the Raps are a perfect example. I mean, they're a great team. One of the reasons I love watching them is because they play with super high intensity. That's why I loved watching the Bulls last year. But, yeah, this is the time of year where, unfortunately, I mean, they just can't bring it like some teams.
Look,
not to be a death horse, but is there any talks of them possibly trying to do any maneuvering for a trade?
I haven't really heard anything. I doubt it. I think they're pretty well set on their team, but
yeah, guys, and you know what? I have to totally go against you. I got to take Pacers here. I mean, Toronto's 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 games on the road, where Indiana's 9-2 in the last 11 at home against the spread.
I'm not taking the Raptors. I said I like the under.
Yeah, okay. All right. And it's a mano-a-mano with myself and Killer Corona over there. So we're going to go from there. All right. All right. So
it'll be a fun game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. The next one here, we got
we know who's going to be right.
Come on.
Corona. You are definitely right.
Very funny, Dream. Very
Corona,
funny.
trust me. You go Max, bet that now.
Well, you guys were my lucky charm last time I was on the show. I think I went like 5-1, so I'm hoping to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. The episode 200, man. All the guests that came on murdered it, dude.
That's right. And that's rare for our guests.
That's very rare. That's very rare because our guests usually bomb. So big ups to you on that. We got Portland and Washington. This is a very good game. Washington -2, under over 197 to 198. Kid, Washington was down 18 points to the Kings. And I managed to get them on a live line, Washington, and they came back and actually not only beat the Kings, but they covered the spread. Wow. You know, yeah, it was nuts, dude. I don't know which side I'm going on because I really like this Portland team. I like what they've been doing. I was
going to say they're not going to do that tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough game here. I'm going to stay away from this. Corona, what do you think?
You know what? I'm going to all day watch this game, and I might make a halftime bet, but let's face it, Trailblazers have been playing amazing. I mean, they're fun to watch. Wiz are kind of up and down. Who knows who's showing up? So, I mean, if I had to lay money on it, I would probably go the over, just because I think both teams are going to come in pretty hot. But I'd probably go Trailblazers, but there again, I'm going to stay away. You just don't know. And plus, Blazers are back to back. You know, they had a tough game last night. So then they're traveling. I don't know. I'm staying away.
All right. And I think that's a perfect stay away from game, Dream, don't you think?
Oh, no, I agree. Yeah, 100%. Especially what he said, the back-to-back. Wizards are foaming at the mouth, trying to feel themselves a little bit and get their season together. But you guys know I've been a big proponent of this Trailblazers team.
Yes.
And they are a very good team. But this is definitely stay away from Smart.
My powerhouse rankings right now, and I think you guys will maybe have 3 out of these 4 teams or something like that. But I say the top 4, we got my boy, we got Golden State, we got Portland, and Atlanta. I think those are the top 4 teams. What do you think, Dream?
I don't know.
You think the Spurs, huh?
Until I know this, because they just keep doing it.
I know. How about you, Corona? Corona, what do you think?
I agree 100%. I mean, you could make an argument for Memphis, but I mean, we've seen time and time again their style of play. Once they hit the playoffs, it's just not going to hold up. San Antonio, no way. I don't think the Spurs. Houston, I could make an argument for Houston, but these guys just keep disappointing me. I don't know. So no, I don't disagree. In fact, I could get on board with that.
All right, cool, man. This game I really like, Dream. I really like the Celtics here playing the Sixers. Celtics are given 9 points at home.
Which that's what I don't like.
I don't like the spread. I'm saying for a money line parlay here.
Right.
194 to 194.5. Dude, definitely got to put the Celtics in a money line parlay here. Absolutely, 100%. Corona, you think the Celtics have any shot of getting beat by the Sixers?
You know what? I don't think so. And I think the fact that this spread came in at -9. I mean, we're pushing double digits on the Celtics. So, to me, this is Vegas saying, listen, we do not want people betting the Celtics here. We're going to, give them a high spread. We're going to try to even the money out. So, whether they cover or not, I mean, hey, that's an okay team at best, and you're laying 10 points. But absolutely, throw it in a parlay. I think Celtics win this game for sure.
All right, cool. And, the Celtics are not a bad team. I mean, they got to be feeling themselves.
Celtics play hard. They hustle and they play hard the whole game. No, that definitely will be in the game and definitely try to play. It's one of those situations where I said it's a game that they can win and should win and probably will win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
all right.
I think a team like the Celtics do have this one on their radar, right? I mean, this is a game they should win. And like you said, they're a hard-hitting team. They're coming into this game knowing, listen, like, we need this game. And last I checked, too, I mean, they have an outside, not even outside. I mean, they have a shot at the playoffs still. So this game they need. They're going to win this game.
Absolutely. We got Brooklyn coming into Minnesota. That is a really, really nasty game. Minnesota should win, but they're underdogs, which is surprising, +2. I don't know, man. I'm staying away from this one. I'm sure you're staying away from it. I could probably already tell that. And Corona, are you going to get involved in that nasty one?
You betcha, man. I'm going Nets on this one today. And let me tell you why.
Wow.
I think the Nets, this is another one of those situations where this time of year, I like sort of looking at where the playoffs are standing, what teams are doing. And this is one of those games where if the Nets are going to make the playoffs, which they could, this game they have to win tonight. I mean, Minnesota is not a good team. If they lose tonight, then just pack up your season. You're done. That's it. You've basically said to your fans and everybody that you're not going to the playoffs. You're not going anywhere this year. So this, just from a kind of a principle perspective, tonight is their game. They got to win this game.
Corona, let me ask you though, what is Brooklyn's injury situation? Because don't they have quite? I remember them having a few injuries.
To be honest with you, I haven't even looked.
Let me take a look right now.
I haven't looked at those. I mean, I always check those just kind of before I bet. But last I checked, I wasn't like blown away with, oh my God, I can't bet the Nets here. So that being a huge issue, and
I know just recent to definitely check, and I may be wrong, but I know just recently in one of their games, which was like not more than a week ago, like 2 people got walked out of that game injured, and I don't know if those were week-long sustaining injuries. I didn't follow up on it, which was my bad, but I've been involved with the college hoop. But I know that Brooklyn caught some to a couple of more injuries. So definitely check into that, gang.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll
I'm looking
check that
at
out.
this. Actually, dude, now I understand the line because Minnesota, you want to talk about injuries. Minnesota is crushed with injuries, dude. There's so many here. Everybody's on a day-to-day. You got their guard, Gary Neal. You got Pekovic, their center is day-to-day. You've got Rubio, their guard is day-to-day. You got Kevin Garnett is day-to-day with a knee injury. You got, yeah, man, there's some serious stuff going on. So now I understand the line. So, you know what?
That even adds to it.
Yeah,
I mean, if they roll in and lose now, I mean, pack up your season and you're done. So this is a big game for them.
I'll tell you what, that Lopez guy, he's huge, dude. He's a monster, kid. I'm looking at the point guards next to him, like bouncing off him. You know, I'm like, oh.
He's another one though. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. We got Denver, Memphis. We got the Grizzlies giving 9. I kind of like the Grizzlies in this spot, but I like the Celtics better than this. You know, because the Grizzlies have punched me in the face a few times. Dream, what do you think about the Grizzlies playing Denver? I don't think they lose tonight.
I don't either, but I wouldn't bet it.
Yeah. Corona, you betting that?
No way. I mean, Denver is on a little mini wave here. I mean, they beat the Pelicans, Golden State, Atlanta. I think they just beat. So you know, who knows? They're going nowhere. Let's face it. But they got fire in their eyes right now. Memphis, you know, they're pretty secure in their playoff spot. You know, they could even, you know, afford to move up or down if you're get down a few spots. So no, I'm staying away from this one. Plus, it's Monday night, right? I mean, you know, who knows Monday night?
Yeah,
so
Monday nights.
I'm out.
Monday nights are, you know, I mean, the teams that are hungry seem to do well on Monday nights, and then the teams that are, you know, they have to. The teams that are really good have to be coming off like embarrassing loss or something like that for spot betting purposes. But
exactly.
looking at this, we got OKC in Dallas. Dallas is minus 3.5 to 4. Serge Ibaka, I don't think is going to be playing in this game. What do you think about Dallas, brother?
I like Dallas in this spot tonight. I mean, OKC, if I believe correctly, they played last night, so they're back-to-back plus travel. They're 14-20 on the road, whereas Dallas is 22-11 at home. You know, there again, Dallas is in kind of that spot where they're right at the back. I haven't looked at the exact standings, but they're kind of near I think they're like 7th or so in their conference. So I think actually OKC's right with them. So. Yeah, I gotta go Dallas tonight. I think they're gonna come in pretty hungry. They need this one.
You know, Dallas the other night, I took them in a live line. They ended up laying the smackdown. But, you know, I was saying, you know, Dallas was due to have a blow-up game. This one is tough. I mean, Dallas should get the victory, but you know what? I think I'm going to stay away from this because you never know. I mean, Westbrook could get hot at the right moment and have 40 points and cause all kinds of problems for them. Dream, what do you think here?
Yeah, I don't like the spot. I know that Oklahoma played the night before, but Oklahoma to Dallas is not like you're going across the country. That, like you said, with Westbrook playing and the season that he's having, you know, great players win games. You know, Michael Jordan. You know, and this guy, you know, he's playing an incredible at an amazing level right now. And he just keeps going at it. You know, and not to get off point, but I do think that this is going to end up hindering them when they get to the playoffs, as this guy is going to be completely burnt out. But right now he's tearing it up. So, you know, it's hard to bet against him. So I would just personally, I got to leave this game alone because, you know, the other thing they're saying is it's a playoff preview too, possibly. So the Thunder may be going in there trying to say, hey, listen, you know, we beat you and we don't even got Ibaka. So when we get Ibaka and Durant back, imagine how bad we're going to beat you then. So to me, this, I don't like it. And like I said, Dallas, I think Dallas has a chemistry issue. I don't know what's going on with Rondo and getting along with everybody here and the coaching thing. I think this is a bad game. All
right. I think I agree with you on that. We got my boy possibly not playing tonight. Cleveland's playing Miami Heat. Cleveland's given anywhere from 3.5, pretty much 3.5 all across the board. You know, LeBron James is my boy, in case you're new to the show. He is day-to-day with a knee injury. Kevin Love is day-to-day.
I'm really your boy. Because
are.
I've done way more for you than LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James actually cost me some money sometimes. So, and I've done more for you than Peyton Manning's done for you, player.
This is true.
Kevin Love is day-to-day with a back thing. I know he rested yesterday. Sean Marion is also day-to-day for Cleveland. Miami's without Chris Bosh, as you know. He's got the lung issues. He's out for the year. Tough spot here. Tough spot. This is a game. If you're going to stay away from any game at all, you stay away from this one, unless you got something to tell me, Corona, that I'm not seeing.
Absolutely not. In fact, I don't like betting on your boy at all, for or against. And so, yeah, and even, I know he's got this knee injury, and who knows what's going to happen there. But no, I'm long out of this one.
All right, cool. I mean, and you got to look at it. Cleveland is 0-5 straight up when playing on the road against Miami. I know that goes back, for before the trade and all that, but I don't know, man. It just couldn't go either way tonight. So, guys, you know what? There's way better spots. Let's wait for my boy to get back and have a marquee matchup where he plays like an above 500 team for him to lay to SmackDown. We got Charlotte, Utah. Utah giving 5 to Charlotte. Tough spot again. This Utah team is very pesky. They kind of remind me of the Celtics. What do you think, Dream? You think they remind you of the Celtics? As far as playing hard?
They do play hard. I would say, yeah, that's probably a good analogy. Yeah, I could give you that.
Okay. All right. They're giving 5. You know what? They should win this game. But, Corona, what's your breakdown on Utah and Charlotte?
Yeah, I mean, Utah at home, I don't ever like to bet against them. You just don't know. They remind me of OKC without their two big players, right? Without Westbrook and because their home crowd is amazing. They get right behind them. They always play different at home. I mean, if you watch a Jazz game on the road versus home, I mean, you wouldn't. If they changed their uniforms, you'd think they were a different team. So I don't. If I had to, I'd probably go Utah. But yeah, there's better spots than this.
All right. Next one we got is we got Atlanta coming into Sacramento. Atlanta -5. You never know what Atlanta team you're going to get on the road. You never know. I mean, they could come in and lay an egg, or they can come in and lay the smackdown on the Kings. But Dream, I don't know. I mean, I know Atlanta's really good, and I put them in one of my top 4. But on the road, they kind of scare me a little bit. What's your take on that?
Not a real feel for this game. I don't really like it. I don't know why. I mean, Atlanta. Yeah, they should win. They've played last night against the Lakers, though. They're going to Sacramento. I know that's not far either. But, I mean, there's 2 other games that were better that we've already mentioned, so I think I would pass on this one. All
right, Corona, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Sacramento always plays good at home. They always come tough. And I think Atlanta right now, I mean, really, what do they have to play for? If I was them, I would sort of be putting it on a little bit of chill mode, especially on these road games. And so, yeah, I would probably stay away. The line looks a little bit fishy to me. I would have opened it up around -7, -8 even for Atlanta, just given the public perception. So I wouldn't take Atlanta just because it looks a little fishy to me. I would stay away.
All right, and the last one we got on the ticket, we got the Lake Show coming into Golden State, and the line is anywhere from 17.5 to 18 points. I don't really like these plus 15-point spreads in the NBA. I never did, and I probably never will. But, Dream, you're probably loving this.
Loving it? Why?
Well, actually,
you can lay $5,500 to win $100.
Yeah.
You know what, people? I'm glad you just said that. Everybody thinks that I do that too. That's what I love. Listen, if I had that kind of money to do that, I wouldn't be on Twitter. I wouldn't be on Twitter in all my spare time or on this show this morning. I wish I had that kind of money to lay out a game, but I don't. No. This game right here, that's a lot of points. I don't get involved with that many points generally, even though lately I've been doing it. But they're begging you to take the Lakers, and I gotta be honest with you. The Lakers are somewhat pesky. I don't know. I know Golden State's good, and they probably should beat them by that many. I would definitely still wouldn't get involved with this game, but if I was, I kind of would lean taking the Lakers with all them points.
get a teaser, kid. Get a plus like 25.
Yeah, I
Even
can't.
then, who knows?
Yeah.
What do you think, Corona?
Well, I think, I'm a huge fan of the Lakers. Like, no, I'm not a fan of the Lakers, but I like watching the Lakers home games when they play late and there's no other games on. They always seem to play really well. They always seem to match up well on cover. But on the road, man, they play like garbage. And Golden State plays amazing. I mean, Golden State could win this game by 45 points.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This is a total crapshoot. And to be honest, I don't even think Vegas knows what the hell's going on. I think Vegas set this line to get equal action, and I think they will or I think they set it so people just don't bet it, which probably most people won't. And yeah, I'm going to watch this game. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, got it. Yeah,
I'm not even going to watch it. I'll just see the score tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Well, I might watch the 15-minute recap on NBA.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, right. Yeah, well, we're not guys. We're not recommending you take the Lake Show by any means. We're just kind of talking. We're just kind of talking out loud. You know what I mean? But all right. So that does the NBA. We're getting close to the 10 o'clock hour. Corona picks. Thank you very much for breaking down the NBAs with us. I know you have some special stuff going on, so the floor is yours. Feel free to let the fans know, and if you don't want to shout anybody out, you can, and now's your time to do it, so go for it.
Okay, so yeah, I got to talk about this Green Picks Free that we got going on. So as everybody knows about, or hopefully a lot of people know about, probably, last June, I guess, or July, I kind of decided, there's got to be a way to kind of bring people together and have more of a formal way of sort of picking games, right? Excuse me. So we brought a bunch of cappers together, and over the course of, a few months or several months, we sort of narrowed it down and sort of figured out where the sweet spot was. And so, yeah, anyways, to give you kind of a breakdown of where we're at, we are... as a group, and you can just go on Twitter, it's at Green Picks Free. Everything, as the name implies, is free. So what I do is I send out 3 games about probably 4 or 5 times a week to all the voters. There's about 50 active voters in this group, and they all vote on, which game they like the best. It's all against the spread and whatnot. And we have a play on average, I would say 3 to 4 times a week maybe. And to give you an example of where we're at, just from a straight, we bet 1 unit a game or half a unit. I send, I tweet them out every day. So this month, anyways, we're 7-2 plus 3.93 units for the year. So this calendar year, we're 27-14 plus 9.39 units, and total since the inception of this program, we're 95-67 plus 21.59 units.
Great.
So you might look at that and think, okay, 21 units, that's okay, but you've been doing it since July. But when you look at the return on investment from this, because we play very, very smart, right? Or that's not the word I'm looking for. But you see a lot of these guys on Twitter, and not to discount that they're great or anything, but they're throwing out 5-10 unit bets and all this. Well, a lot of people, like myself, I don't really feel comfortable tailing a unit play, and then all of a sudden I'm laying 10 units. So the whole idea of Green Picks is we play really conservative. We either bet 1 unit or half a unit on a play. So at on any given day, we're only betting $150 or whatever your unit is, 1.5 units. Excuse me. And our return on investment, if you were with us for this calendar year, you're hitting returns of 24%, and that's standard across any investment scenario. So you want to compare that to your 401k or the investments you're getting at work, whatever. So since the inception of this program, we're hitting 15% return. I mean, you can't go to the bank and get 15%. So we're hitting out some pretty big winners with little investment, which is really nice. And we started something at the start of March Madness, which I want to talk about. It's a hashtag MMGreen. And what it is we basically took a $100 bankroll, and we're going to see what we can turn it into over the course of March Madness. So we're going to bet really aggressively, way more aggressive than we have been, obviously. And, since we started that, we're on a 7-1 run, and we took our $100 bankroll, and it's now sitting at $183.86.
Wow.
So, man, so we're going to keep doing it through March Madness, and the bets are going to get, we're not here to double up every bet. Like I know some guys on Twitter are doing it where, you take your whole bankroll and bet it on the next game. That's not what we're doing. But we are betting fairly aggressive. So our next bet, for example, might be $40, and then if we win that, our next bet might be $60, and hopefully we'll get to a point where we're betting $500-600 and be able to cash in nicely at the end of the year. So so if you're not following at Green Picks Free, jump on board, and it's all free. So
awesome, dude. Free's my favorite price.
Exactly. I mean, hey, everybody likes free. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, dude. So that's it, man. Thank you very much, Corona. We really appreciate you breaking down the NBA with us. So if you got anything to shout out, feel free to do it. Any people, and we'll go from there.
You know what? I never wrote down a list of shout-outs, so if I start doing shout-outs, I'm just going to miss a bunch of people and be disappointed. So I'm just going to shout out the Mad Picks crew. I mean, if you haven't jumped on madpicks.com, definitely get on there. Of course, my boy, The Line Movement. I mean, he's doing amazing things with his heat maps. So, so I'm going to stop there because I got a whole list, but I don't want to forget anybody. So.
Got it. All right, sounds good, brother. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys, and have a good time in Vegas. Hey, sorry if I came off a little, I got kind of a cold, so I hope you understood me okay here tonight.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're good, 100%. 100%.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, hey, have a few Coronas for me, all right?
All right, definitely will. Take care, man.
Guys.
Take care.
All right, get to later. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, that's my boy Corona Picks from Canada, rocking and rolling and dropping some knowledge. So, Dream, I think that's pretty much it for us, kid.
Dog.
Yes.
I filled out my bracket.
You filled out your bracket already?
Kentucky's winning. I got Kentucky winning the whole thing.
Oh, really? All right. Just making sure,
Crazy,
all right? Yeah. Wow, that's got to pay crazy.
That's original, right? Is that original?
You can actually get them at plus 120, I found. So, the value's still there. Value's still there. All right, kid. So, what are you doing tonight? It doesn't seem like, we're in love with anything tonight.
I don't love nothing yet. I will get back and look a little bit harder as it was, I mean, dude, you know how I feel about, keeping on pressing. So, there's no need to keep pressing at this point in the game.
Don't give it back.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no need to try to give it back. So I'm going to, take it very, very easy and make sure that I know what I'm doing. And I won't press anything if I don't have to tonight. There was nothing that I loved. I do love the under in the hockey game. I do like that. So I may be on that depending on what that, what the pay is on that. If I have anything else, I'll put it out to you. I did kind of like the Celtic lean. If you can get rid of the points, I thought that was that pretty. Yeah. I think that works.
Yeah,
I happen to agree with him on that. So maybe you look at that as well. Not really sure, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it, man. So I'm taking a look at it. I'm going to get the Celtics in a moneyline parlay. I don't know what I'm going to put it with yet. I may put it in a light parlay with the Pacers as a money line. I think you got minus 190 and minus 420. So if you put that together, it probably pays 75% of your bet. So that's probably something I'm going to do, and I'll put it out later if I'm actually going to get involved with that. Or I may just do my live line stuff and rock and roll from there. But what you got to shout out, player?
Hey, I got my usual crew out there doing their thing. Everybody that gives me all the support and love, and I got to thank you guys so much for all your help. As usual, it's my boy, the kid, who is definitely a pretty good guy. Who gives me a lot of his insight, in how he does things, which is very, it's one of those situations where he does stuff a lot different from how I do it, and but I value his opinion. So it's a situation of that, I have enough intelligence to respect what he does and respect his style. And I can also, adapt to that. It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable that I may not necessarily agree with everything he does. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I having an open mind, people, will get you a lot further in life than thinking that you got it all figured out and this is the only way to do it. Because I can guarantee you that even if you have it figured out, there's somebody else who's doing it better.
Right.
9 times out of 10.
Right.
All right. And as I know, none of you, I don't think, are in Beverly Hills. There's a lesson to be learned by a lot of people. So that being said, Big ups to my man, the kid, Rick Lopez. Winning picks, Vegas Girl 92661. My man, Papa Smurf, Herbs. Pac-Man picks, Randy Lockhart. Philly picks, Smokey Rodriguez. Beyond the Bets, Chris Sharp. Betting the Dream, Jonesy. Ben Dank, GSM, VK, $, Almighty Kev, Scott Weaver, Deeks picks, Robert Doxtonator, Eric Parkilla, my man Paul Michael, Louis Barrios, Premier Sports Company, Bartholomew Swagger, Donahoe, Prestige Worldwide. What's happening, brother? Thank you so much. Hey, Prestige Worldwide, big ups to you.
Big
Thank
ups
you
to
so
him.
much for your contribution and your donation. My man reached out to me and told me he really liked what we were doing on the show. He gave us a donation. He said that he's won so much money from us or off of our picks that he felt like he needed to give a little back. And as we never ask anybody for anything, he felt compelled to do that, and we really, really appreciate that, and thank you very much, brother. Dollar Days are here. What's happening? Rainmaker 512 is out there as well. My man OJFB, what's happening with you, man? How are things going on with you? As far as is concerned on the shout out on the retweets, we got the AMB Soccer's Finest is out there. We had Andrew K, Hockey Immortals out there. Also Joseph Del Rosario, 55 to win 50. Clown Man Swag is also always a proponent of the show. Sylvia is out there as well doing it as far as retweets. My man David Mon Salamo. I probably ripped that apart, but that's the best I could do. Byron LaRose is out there as well. Guys, I am the Dream. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for following the show. Always remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day because you can never get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dream, I'm going to need you to stay on the line after the show. All right, because I got to talk to you real quick. But we got to figure out what we're doing on Wednesday. Guys, we are the biggest show in the world, and we are coming to Las Vegas this week. And we are looking forward to having a national holiday with Sports Bettors TV 1-year anniversary party. And we are going to be at the MGM Grand Casino on Thursday. And we're going to be doing our show on Friday afternoon, 12 noon Vegas time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing that Friday and Saturday. We're probably going to have the Evil Genius calling in on Wednesday because he's going to be in Vegas already because he's going to be he's leaving tomorrow, bro. So I'm looking forward to that. And we are looking forward to picking these brackets apart. We are looking forward to cashing some tickets. And we are looking forward to partying with all you crazy bastards in the hashtag SBTVNation and cashing tickets for days. Guys, with that said, we are Sports Bettors TV. Big ups to the Queen of Odds for making that happen for us in Las Vegas. Big ups to Krista out there at the MGM Grand Casino. Hit us up and let us know if you still want to come. We still got some room left, so make sure that you get down with us with Sports Bettors TV 1-year anniversary party. Guys, we love you to death. Go out there. Go easy with this. It's a mediocre card tonight, but get that money. Take care.